What's going on, guys, and welcome to Ravage Used Cars. You'll never guess what this is. It's Herbie. You know, we've had a lot of cool cars in here. This thing just makes me smile. Douchebag Matt's smiling. Kobe's smiling. Of course, I think he's looking at nudie pictures on his phone. But he's smiling. Everybody smiles when you see this car. Everybody smiles. You can't help but smile when you look at Herbie. This thing, if happiness was an automobile, it'd be this nice Nazi right here. I mean, I love this little car. I mean, it's just fun. You know, it had the jet black bug, it had the beach bug. This is the fun bug. It's Herbie. I mean, if you've got a heart in your chest, you like this. And it stands for something way more than a car or a silly Disney movie or anything like that. You can learn a lot by reading between the lines and taking notes from things. I did a podcast earlier this week. It's called Playbook for Men. D, the guy that does podcasts, great podcast, you know, real intuitive. And basically he talks to successful guys. And, you know, guys, you know, how did you do it? And what do you tell yourself? And in a lot of ways, Herbie's like that. You're like, it's Volkswagen, Rob. But did you watch the movie? Guy goes in, he wants a race car. He doesn't have the money to buy a race car. He only has this much money. Well, all we got's this little Volkswagen. And the guy's like, I don't want that. You know, puts it down. Old girl comes out swinging. She's got heart. So stop there and think about that. The ultimate underdog story. This little Volkswagen out front and all the Italian and whatever else sports cars and exotics and all that. Little car's just got heart. It's kind of like that little guy that gets into the boxing ring and, you know, knocks the big guy out. David and Goliath. And I can go on for days. I love that kind of stuff. And, you know, I didn't start out with the best in the world, you know. I mean, I ain't going to say I was living on the street or anything, but I did grow up on the rough side of the trailer park. But I wanted better, just like my parents wanted better. As I was talking about in this podcast interview I did earlier, you know, we were talking about, you know, what makes you wake up every day and say, I can do this? Because I never say I can't do something. I can give you examples all day long of that, big and small, throughout my life. You can't make no money selling cars. You can't do this. You know, that's what I do every day. I do what I love. Talking about an event company doing car shows. Ain't nobody doing car shows. 5 years later. Why you want to do that radio stuff? #1 podcast in the country. Go down and shoot a YouTube video. Just random as it can be. 50 million views later. Doing stand-up comedy. One time, one open mic. Then went 6 months later and didn't do any comedy in between. And went into a competition with 84 other swinging dicks doing stand-up comedy and beat them all. You know, sometimes you got luck on your side. And then sometimes it's determination. You know, going back to hardest story never told, rubber ball. The whole idea is it doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you get up one more time. That's all that matters. I get a lot of people sending me messages, you know, I want to get into selling cars. And I do. And I try to answer as many as I can and try to help as many as I can't hold the world's hand, but I try to help. And I love steering people in the right path, you know, not make the same mistakes I did. And Lord knows I made enough of them. That's something that really, really, really lights a fire in me when I see people doing well or see people taking something you told them and using it in their life, whether it be selling cars or selling tractors or selling insurance or selling, or hell, just work ethic in general. You know, you see all the pretty cars and me in front of the camera and my goofy ass smiling. What you don't see is me, Kobe, Matt, all of us here cleaning up the studio, sweeping the floor, washing cars. You know why? Because we're not scared to work, because we're working for the common good. We're working to make this better. We're working. We're proud of what we do. That's what we do. And that's how you succeed. At the end of the day, I mean, it's simple. Like, how do you, how it seems like all you do is win. It's like a song. You know, what's the secret? You know, and it's just like this podcast guy. What do you tell yourself? I can do anything I set my mind to. And I do it. Did I set out to be the best comedian in the world? No. And I wasn't. But I did pretty good. I could hold my own with a mic. Am I the best YouTuber in the world? Yeah. But anyway, no. But you know what I'm saying. You know, doing pretty good with that. Am I the best car salesman in the world? I don't know. Taught a lot of you assholes into loving a used car salesman. I'm just saying, I'm pretty good. Got a funny way of getting my way. I don't want to bore you. I mean, it's kind of a pep talk. And I saw this car, and we knew it was coming in, and it's kind of weighing on me because I love that story. And I'm going to leave it with this. You know, and I've heard this saying several times. I actually heard it from a Baptist preacher. And it stuck with me. You know, I'm not, you know, the biggest religious guy in the world, but it's a good analogy. The Titanic was built by professionals. The Ark was built by an amateur. Makes you think. Herbie wasn't a race car. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars.
You ready?
I was born ready. What's going on, guys? Talking about an event company doing car shows. Ain't nobody doing car shows. 5 years later. 5 years later.
You're way smaller than me.
Yeah, well, it's like, why don't you do it?
Yeah, you're like a quarter of my size.
More like an eighth. But anyway,
Yeah, maybe.
you're a pretty big boy. Damn, Kobe, your wall hanger turned into a damn full-size car. With some damn Travis Bell celebrity tags, I'm telling you. And Herbie wasn't a race car. See, makes you smile every time.